Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Blessing Dinma Amadi, but you can call me Rainbow. Yeah, I love the name Rainbow. Rainbow is a name that was given to me by a beloved person, so I love that name. I adopted it. From the title of this video, you can see we are talking about whether I will marry a guy who is poor, or let's say a guy who is not very well to do, if I am a really rich lady or woman. Talk about marrying a rich guy, because I am rich too. In our society, most ladies, whether they have anything or not, feel entitled to marrying a man who is rich, and that's how our society has been, set up. We have this patriarchal setup where men are made to believe that they are the providers for the family, they're the head of the family, and by providing, they get to control every other thing that happens in the family. Yeah, that's it. You hardly get to find a man who is providing and who doesn't feel like he has to control every other thing. He has to control your every movement. You have to be submissive to him in a way that is controlling, in a way that you give all of yourself, and you hardly get to make decisions, or you don't even get to make decisions that concern you when they are the sole providers. But things are changing, and women are working hard, people are coming out from their shelters, some men are also accommodating, trying to say, yeah, women should work, we should both be the providers in the family so that things can be better. People are regretting, maybe elderly people who had stopped their wives from working in the past, they feel like, why did I do that? Now that we have cleared off that we live in a society where women feel entitled to marry men who have something even though they don't have anything, let's talk about the reverse case of it, especially in our civilized world. Will a woman who is rich marry a poor guy and try to make him while he achieves his dreams and all that? Now, I am talking for myself. I'm not talking for every woman out there. This is like my own personal opinion. This is what I would do. So, let's answer this question plain. Yes, I would. I would marry a man who is not very well to do, a man who is poor, if I had everything we needed to take care of ourselves. And this is not the condition because he is poor. This is a condition before marriage. To be with somebody when the both of you are able to take care of yourselves and the children that you plan on having. This is not a condition because, okay, the guy is poor. If I had anything, then I can marry him. This is a general condition. But, however, both of us should be able to take care of ourselves. At least one person should be able to bring in something to the table. Meanwhile, why the other person is working hard, or why they keep working hard on it. But to say that I cannot marry a poor guy because he is poor, because he does not have money, because I have made it and he has not made it, don't think that is an idea that I buy. And these are my reasons. Money means less to me, and I believe there are people who money mean less to. Why there are people who money mean more to? Maybe because of their experience, or that's just who they are. But money means less to me. What means more to me is love, faithfulness, sincerity, respect. Does this person respect me? Does this person value me? Does this person value my opinion? When I talk, does this person shut me up? Does this person say, oh, you are arguing? Is this how a woman behaves? I don't know whether you understand me. We live in this century where feminism is really becoming a thing. And I am an empath. I really empathize with men who are struggling to understand what feminism is. Sometimes I don't empathize with them, other times I just sympathize with them, and the reason is because of how they grew up. Sometimes it is not their fault. They grew up a certain kind of way. This is what they were taught. In those days, where when food was being made, the men would be in the kitchen, in the parlor, watching television. The women would be in the kitchen with their mother struggling to cook. So a lot of these things were imbibed in them. They were made to feel like the sole providers. Like, without daddy, we cannot do anything. We lived in, some of us still experience it in our homes, where daddy is served with this beautiful plate, daddy eats and mommy takes off the dishes. So these men, they saw all of those things. They saw daddy in control in a way that makes mommy look like she is underclass. She's the second citizen. Do you understand? She wasn't meant to feel as special as daddy in many families. And these guys, they grew up like that. So sometimes I kind of empathize with them that, okay, maybe it's because of how they grew up. That's why they're finding feminism hard to understand or hard to bear. But I also get disgusted when, you know, some guys are like, over my dead body, will this happen? Will I be equal with my partner? And they don't even understand the equality. The equality you're talking about, they say it as if maybe you're trying to also go and borrow pennies and have pennies alongside with them, or you want to have the same muscle they have, you know. So they don't, some people don't just care about understanding it. So it matters to me more when somebody understands this. As a woman who believes in equal opportunities for men and women, as a woman who believes that equality can best run a home than, you know, when all the power is one-sided. I'm talking about specifically what matters to me more than money when it comes to a man, whether you're poor or rich. So this is not even about being poor. Even if you are poor and you still don't have these things, if you are rich and you don't have these things, I don't care for you, because I've seen marriages, I've heard, I have observed that there are things that keep marriages much more than money do. And sometimes the money is there, you don't go even see them. That's true. That's what some of us don't know. Sometimes the money is there, you will not see. There are men who are rich, but they are not even using it to build their wives, because they believe like, what are you building? Maybe now you're content creator, you want to buy camera. Oga no go gree buy your camera. Even though you buy the camera, you go, don't want you to say, you don't cook finish, you don't do this one. As if like what you're doing is nonsense. Do you understand? So there are people who have the money, they still won't spend it on you. Even when they're spending it on you, they will still insult you on it. So at the end of the day, it's good to have your money. But there are men who truly do understand, especially people who have understand the concept of feminism, or people who believe in it, or people who are feminists themselves. If anybody asked me if, you know, I can marry a poor guy, it depends on the qualities that you have. Should be mutually respectful of me. You should really love me, and I should love you too. You should value me and value my opinions. You should learn to give me the space and the moment to feel heard and to feel seen, and to say my mind when and where I have to, without judging me because, a woman, why are you talking like that? But you can talk like that. I'm just trying to say that, why not? Why can't I marry that person if I have made it, if I have everything that we need, if I can get us a house? And mind you, when guys ask this question, it's very ironical, and sometimes it's very annoying, because it's as if they're just trying to poke you, to be like, you can even marry a poor guy. No, you cannot marry a poor guy. Anyway, we have to make money and, you know, marry you people. They're not saying it in good faith as in, oh, you know, no girl will ever marry me if I'm poor. Truth is, 90% or even more of guys would rather not marry than marry a woman who is taking care of them. For them, they will feel incapable. They will feel like their own is gone, they're dead. But that's not true. They feel insecure about it. Most men would feel insecure to marry a woman who is richer than them, or to marry a rich woman when they are not very well to do. So I don't even get the point of the question when men ask that question, because in the first place, they are not even willing to, except some of those fun guys who are doing sugar mama. A woman doesn't just get to insult you just because, oh, you are poor and the people are married. When love and understand and mutual respect is there, personally, I'm not going to do that, honestly. But you know, some men go the extra mile, especially these men who are bent, especially religious men who are bent on, you know, submission, this one, that one. So for them, they feel like even if they marry you and they are the rich person, and you are the rich person, you've got to submit to them, you've got to pay in your salary into the account. You know, it's like you're a primary school child reporting to your teacher about your life and all that. They want you to do that so that you still retain your virtuousness, retain your womanhood. That thing they say that women have, they should be, you know, mellow. But when it's them that have the money, they call the shots. Look, I know one working in this house, you go sit down and do the housewife job. They call the shots. You can't just be doing anything you want. But when it is you, they don't pay you that equal respect. That's where problem comes between men and women, where the woman is the person earning. It's just because of what they don't award you the respect that they expect you to give to them when they are the people who are earning. But you know, when there is equality mentality in a relationship, all those things are cancelled out. People focus on other things. People focus on respecting each other, making their relationship work. How can they manage this money? How can they do those things? Rather than one person is always like feeling like the low one and trying to speak up by fire by force, while the other one is trying all his best to make sure that, you know, he doesn't lose his power that nobody is dragging with him. That's what I've realized. So let's just end this video. Let's end it. I think I have spoken my opinion. I've given my opinion, my personal opinion, that yes, I would marry a guy who is not very well to do. I don't want to be calling him poor. At the end of the day, most of you guys don't even want that kind of thing. You always want people, women who are vulnerable, women who are maybe, all of you want this picture. Most of you want this picture of coming to save a girl. It's like that girl that's in the village. Now you're the Prince Charming that have come and save her from her world of suffering, so that she cannot be 100% loyal to you. And for some of you, this loyalty just means, some sort of losing yourself to fit into another person's picture. Because when it comes to loyalty, many of us can be loyal. A lot of people are loyal and thankful for the people who come into their lives and change their lives. Who doesn't want that kind of story? Who doesn't want, even if it is not like a love story, it doesn't turn out to be a love story. People are loyal to people who help their life to get changed. That's why we all live here on earth. We live here to be able to be a blessing to other people's lives. So, but some men, they really just consciously or unconsciously, they want the vulnerable woman, thinking that the vulnerable woman will be more loyal to her, forgetting that she's a human being. Before being vulnerable, that she also has her own ego, her own pride inside her, that will make her feel really little if you try to belittle her just because she does not have. So I will marry a guy who is not well to do. If I am very well to do, if I can provide us a house, if he does not have the mentality that how woman go build house for me, I'll provide the house, I'll provide the stove, I'll help him. I'll help him meet up with his own dreams. I'll do that. And I'm not making this video so that somebody, one rich man, will not come. I'm not a pick me girl. Pick me girl are people who will say anything to carry a man up, or to, let me say, make a man feel good, so the man can feel good about them in return, or favor them, or give them one meritable thing or another. Be like, yeah, that's the kind of girl we want in the world. No, that's not the person I am. I am just saying this is my opinion. I'm not saying it so that somebody will now see me and say, wow, I love that girl. That's the kind of girl I want. A girl who can marry a poor man. Now I am going to present myself as a rich man. I'm going to present my poor self. Sorry, how do I say it? I am going to present myself. Okay, I am going to reveal myself to her as a rich guy that I am, even though I'm pretending to be poor to find a wife. Do you understand? That's not what I'm looking for. I'm just giving an opinion, and I mean it, and I'm saying it from a sincere point. I'm not saying it so that I wanna be picked by a rich man and say, yeah, that's the girl. That's the girl. The girl that is loyal, the girl that is humble. It doesn't just work like that. There are things that matter to me. There are things that really, really matter to me more than money. Any amount of money you can ever give to me. And this comes from experience, not just from personality. Because at the end of the day, somebody can have money and still not be giving you what you want with the money. So I feel that we should be careful as ladies, and we're like, no, for us, things matter differently to people. For me, it's love that matters. Genuine love that comes with respect, love that comes with value, love that comes with somebody understanding my strong place as much as a strong place as a woman in the marriage. Someone that will not belittle me, someone that will not put me under. And this is not a fight that I must be up there, because when the person understands it, there will be chill. Everybody will just chill out. But when you're deliberately trying to put somebody under, person is a human being now. Somehow they'll be like, no, I cannot be under. Before you know it, it will be fight. It will be like a rubbing shoulder with somebody inside marriage now. So loyalty matters to me. Sincerity, faithfulness, love and respect. If you are not there, I'm so tired. So please, let's end this video here. Thank you guys for watching. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming. If you're coming for the first time, please do subscribe. God bless you. Thank you, and see you next time.